The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am is fine with me.
How's it going? We want to welcome you to our show. Today is Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. We want to thank Jim Bell. He is our producer and engineer. He with Armed Radio. We go live on Armed Radio every week. We also, Jimmy digitizes it, and we go into podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Thank you for that, Jim Bell. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me.
Oh,
thank you, baby. I want to thank Leo Rodriguez. He is our sidekick, our accidental sidekick, co-host. He is our tech guru. He is our stage manager. He does it all. Leo has many plates he is spinning up there. You can't see them plates, but they're spinning. And we want to thank Leo. So thank you, Leo. I want to thank my co-host, Rizzo, tonight. She is down here. Rizzo, say hi to everybody. Oh, okay. She'll be up in a minute. I just gave her a treat, and she's so cute now. She's sitting by the fan because I have to turn the AC off.
Mr. Julyson.
What, honey?
Mr. July said hi.
Mr. July is
He
already.
says salute.
Oh my God, Ed Kutu of Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Salute. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. I was sneezing so much during the spring because of the buds and everything, but now they've come through. The trees are in bloom. In bloom. Oh my God, there he is, Ed Kutu, our Mr. July, in our calendar, in our What's the Story with Maria. Nothing but the apron calendar, and Ed Kutu, that's right, is Mr. July. This calendar has been such a hit, I can't even tell you. And Leo, I love that every month we show our calendar boy. How cute is...
He's adorable.
Oh,
adorable.
How adorable Eddie is.
Oh, yeah.
And in person, he's so funny and smart and effervescent that you would just love him. Eddie is just a wonderful guy. So Ed Kutu, Mr. July, because that's his birthday, which reminds me, Eddie, your birthday's coming up, right? I don't think it's passed yet, has it? No. Ed Kutu, we'll find out. Eddie, put it in there. When's your birthday, honey bunny? We should have Eddie zoom in again soon and just say hi and check in with us.
We should.
Mr. July, at some point. We could have him zoom in tonight for all we know, after Chauncey, or to join us. Eddie, if you're up to zooming in, let me... Oh, the 23rd. I knew it was coming up. Okay, so let's have Eddie... Maybe I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to zoom in around there. Maybe next week you can zoom in and we'll celebrate your birthday, Eddie.
A birthday celebration with Eddie.
Today is the 19th, right?
Today is the 19th.
So 23rd is in 4 days. So everybody in 4 days, raise a cup. Raise a cup to Eddie. A toast to Ed Kutu, my friend from high school. Amazing, talented, and wonderful guy. There it is. These are our cups. If you're interested in cups, they're $10 each. If you want a tote bag, because tote bags, let me tell you, you were on the cutting edge of that. If this was a stock, we would have made millions on this stock. Leo said maybe 2 years ago, you want to get tote bags because they're going to be eliminating plastic. And I was like, who's going to need a tote bag? The whole world right now when you go to the supermarket. So that's your tote bag. It says, what's the story on with Maria? A much, much younger version of me. There it is. Other side, go ahead, keep eating.
Well, we won't iron it when it comes out of the washer because it is washable.
That's right.
If you don't wash it, maybe it'll catch up.
Don't iron it, and then it looks like me. Now, Although, let me tell you something. Because I use Rodan and Feel skincare, which I do, I use it and I sell it, by the way. I don't push that too hard, but if anybody ever needs really amazing skincare, it's the same women that created Proactive. So this is kind of like, the adult version of everything. It's amazing.
And you're just darn cute, and you know it.
I am, but let me tell you something. It has made a huge difference. I've been using it for a couple of years, and a huge difference. And plus, I love it. So if you're interested in anything like that, just reach out to me, and I can explain everything to you. But I'm a soft sell, so I will never sell you anything you don't need or want. Okay. And as you are modeling, coming up on August, which Leo is Mr. August.
I am a Leo.
Our apron, our tour de force, that is $25 worth every damn penny. And it is. I just had to order a bunch more because those are our biggest sellers. Now, I will say, and I don't want to take too much time on this. There's Rena.
Hi, Rena.
Hello and happy heat wave. I know. Holy moly, is it hot. Right? Jackie Fornatel has joined us. Kenny Holcomb from Nashville. Hi, buddy. What the hell was I talking about? The apron. Okay, so our Nothing But the Apron calendar for 2023 is already in the works. We are already not auditioning, of course, because if you want of course you're in it. But Leo will have to comb through the photographs to make sure that they are, which one he chooses. The final.
And we have some mighty fine women joining us this 2023.
We really do. We have the girls are jumping on. Elaine Feliciano.
The girls.
Our Mr. November's wife wants to do this year. She's like,
now we got Mrs. November.
Mrs. November, yeah, she'll have to be. Although she's a January girl, she was born January 1st.
Oh, so, really? Wow.
Yeah, she'll have to be our Miss.
Wow.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Speaking of Rena, I have to say something.
Yeah.
Let me just see here.
That's Rhiannon. Whatever reason there might be, can you be there between each line of pain and glory?
So
that was from our weather girl, and on the town reporter. She was at this event.
We had so much fun. Rena, of course, was there because she is the most supportive human being you could ever want in your life. And she happens to be my cousin. So
really?
Rena comes to all the events. And not only does she come to the events, she takes pictures, videos. She's incredible. She is incredible. I'm going to see her in August 13th. Our cousin Nicole is getting married. Oh. Nicole Savino, and we are going to that wedding. So that should be a ball.
Is that going to be on the Savino Vineyards, or is that a different Savino?
No, that's a different.
That's a distant relative. No,
they're not related as far as I can tell, unless it's way, way, way back. I don't know, Rena. Did you know about Savino Vineyards? It's in Connecticut, I believe.
Our Ace reporter.
Yes, but anyway, Lavinia needs to be there. Yeah, actually, Kenny, thank you. Going back to the calendar, Lavinia is doing a month, yes, and I believe she might do June. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Pride Month.
That is her birthday month, and it's also Pride Month, and she is the Queen of Pride. She's in.
Wait, Lavinia remembers her birthday?
Well, I think. I mean, I have it written somewhere. I don't know if she'll remember, but I'll remember. But we'll see. We'll let her choose what she wants. Elliot Roth is going to do it. The Fit Foleys are going to do. I know Elliot Roth. How cute is he? I know. Look at you. You're going to have to comb through pictures of. I know Elliot is adorable.
He's adorable.
Justin Gregory Lopez is going to do it, and I believe with his equally hot wife, Isabella.
Okay.
So I think they're both going to do. We're going to have a lot of couples. We have a lot of couples this time, which I love.
You don't discriminate?
No. Lori Towers and John Penatero are amazing DJs and bass player and drummer.
Although I will say Laurie said that she did it. She said first, and then John.
Actually, we should have them back on the show because they're doing so much stuff.
They've got a couple of great shows going on the radio. They've got such great voices. on the radio.
Sexy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Marker Park Radio is one of their stations they work for. But Lori also does a female empowerment show on Wednesdays on the radio, which is amazing. And she's just like, they're both so amazing and on the ball. And they work together. They work as a couple. So it's, that's always interesting. Not everybody can do that, but they do.
We need those empowering women. We need everyone to vote.
Yep. So we're going to bring on our guest in a few minutes. About 10 minutes. But we do want to talk about.
He's not in the green room yet.
No, but he will be soon. Leo, I was listening to past episodes, and I owe you an apology because I very often, you'll be talking and I'll be just railroading you, not meaning to. I'm just trying to get the information. And so I hope that you know that I love you and I value everything you have to say. And when I listen back to the show, that is when I get all your jokes. And you are so quick with them that sometimes because I'm giving out information, I miss them. But then when I go back to listen, hysterical.
What did I do this time?
No, just so many funny things that you say that I'm like, how did I miss that? But so when I go back and listen.
I think the Bobby Belfry one was one of our favorites.
Oh my God.
Because we were giggling.
Hysterical. That one I was like, I completely missed that. So Bobby Belfry I saw last night because Brandy's had their Christmas in July party. Oh. We always have a Christmas party, but because of last Christmas, again, we had that second wave, the Omicron. Mm-hmm. And so Jim Lazar, who's our amazing owner, he just said, you know what, maybe we should skip it it was a wise idea at the time because it gets packed. So we had it last night, Christmas in July. So I stopped in, but I had the craziest day. I had jury duty. They didn't choose me, this is the first time. And I'm going to say that I was secretly relieved. I normally love jury duty because I find it fascinating, but I'm so up to my eyeballs and stuff to do. They didn't even call, a bunch of us didn't even get called.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they didn't have enough cases, which is a good thing. We were at civil court. They didn't have enough cases. So I'm for the next 4 years, I'm good. But then I jumped on the A train on the way home. Mm-hmm. We had flash flood, crazy torrential rain.
Oh, yeah.
The trains got flooded. They had to stop the train, and we all had to get out. It was crazy. They were like, the train goes no further. There's an emergency. And everything. You know how on your phone, I don't know if Callie...
Yeah,
everybody's phone on the subway was going off. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh no. And who knows? Lavinia.
Anyway, so it was like, this will be the last stop. Luckily for me, I was only one stop away.
Oh, so my. I got out. Yeah, in the rain, though.
In the rain. But people that had 7 more stops to go.
Well, nowadays that phone goes off. Who knows what it's going to be?
Nobody knows anymore. Because we have this thing in New York. I don't know if you folks have it. It's called, there are alerts that come on your phone, and it just goes, mm-hmm. And then it's like, could be an Amber Alert, could be a lot of alerts.
Weather alert, yeah. But
one of the things they're trying to do, which I think that they're trying to pass in Congress and the Senate, which I am all for, but of course, you know who's pushing back on this. What they want to do, Matt Gaetz is pushing back on it, of course, is they want to have an alert if there's an active shooter. And I think that's an amazing idea. I mean, if they have an alert for a child that's been abducted, why not that? Mm-hmm. So, and they're trying to pass that. I think it would be an amazing idea. Because, sadly...
Some colleges do. I think some colleges and institutions do already for their students and or employees.
Yes.
It's just not a governmental or a sponsored...
Yeah, so they're trying to do that. And do you know what Matt Gaetz said? Why he is opposed to it? Same thing with Jim Jordan. Because...
Let me breathe first. Let me breathe.
You're not going to believe this.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, do they know how stupid they sound? He said, because it would be going off all day. That's what he said. That's what he said. These are the same people that vote against banning assault.
I have to say, have you been watching the Uvalde following still the story? They're just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. And to hear the failure that keeps coming out of this investigation about what people didn't do. These parents, there's one teacher that just The guy was splashing blood on his face to see if he was still alive so he could shoot him again while these police were out there, as we see now, waiting and waiting and waiting.
And you know what? What is so mind-blowing? That the day it was happening, by the way, the day it was happening. Yes, thank you,
Yes, Rena.
Exactly. The day it was happening, I remember I was listening a lot, like I was driving, and then I came home and I turned on the televisions. And of course, you know, I say this, I always do that. I go MSNBC, CNN, then I go to Fox. MSNBC, CNN, Fox, just to see what everybody is reporting, right? Do you know what Fox was reporting? They had some woman on from Colorado who was a gun advocate, and she said, what we need to do is we need to make sure that every teacher is trained with a gun. And this is, not only is that the most, I'm a teacher. You do not want to give me a gun.
I don't want a gun, no.
You don't want a gun, you're a teacher. We don't need to have guns.
Worse, I'm a Sagittarian. Don't give one to me.
All right, but there you go. You know what, you say that, but you're a pussycat.
I know, but a brush of sexiness just whammed over me. I think there's somebody in the green room.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on to that hotness. So, here's the thing. So you're telling me that and then we'll shut up about this for now, I promise. You're telling me that a teacher who's teaching a class and thinks there might be a shooter at her door would be more effective than 19 cops in the hallway with
you know what?
guns.
I'll tell you which ones would. The nuns. Bring the nuns back. Give the nuns the guns, and believe me.
Oh my God! They don't even need guns. They just grab their rulers.
Sister Eugene just had a look. She didn't even have a ruler. She just had a look.
Leo, you don't happen to have that picture handy, do you? Of our favorite nun?
I'll bring it up. I'll find her.
Bring it up at some point. Let's see if you can file through and see if that is.
I'm sure I can find her.
I've ever said the nuns. Oh my God! That's why we didn't have that when we were kids.
No.
Yeah, unbelievable. But so tonight. I want to have fun. We're going to talk about Restaurant Week in New York, which is happening as we speak. We have an amazing reoccurring guest on. He has now been on the show so many times. He is definitely a reoccurring guest, and he's doing so. Last night I was working with him. Our friend Chauncey Dandridge, who is so lovable. I can't believe we need to have a Chauncey Dandridge doll.
Oh,
just squeezable, adorable little Chauncey Dandridge doll. Because he is doing so many things right now. I was like, Chauncey, you got to come on the show. I had something else planned, but I'm like, I'll scrap that and do that another week.
And it's not just the events. You guys got to remember, it's not just an event. You just don't show up to an event and it happens.
Right.
It's the planning. It's the plotting. It's getting people together. It's getting things done. I asked him today, when do you sleep? I remember those days. But he's going, Montreal Pride, August 6th.
Yeah.
And then he's planning the Rockefeller rolling skating party. And after that, he worships our goddess Madonna.
I know. And he's got two videos that are out right now that are so funny and great. So we'll wait for him to tell us a little more about that. But I do want to, we're going to bring him on very soon. And then let's talk about Restaurant Week as we do our food. More when Chauncey's on too, because I want to ask him some of his favorite restaurants. But in the meantime, we're going to remind you every single week, to register to vote and to vote. You should be registered by now. If you are not registered in time for your primaries, which I know in November they're happening August 23rd. I'm sorry, in New York they're happening August 23rd. Rena told me that in Massachusetts they're happening first week in September, primaries. That's your senators, your congressmen, a lot of places, governors, all that kind of stuff.
Local government.
Yes. Small government. I know. You said something last week that I didn't even hear it during the show, but I heard it in replay, which makes so much sense. You said you have to vote locally because these are the people that eventually climb up the ladder and become our senators, our congressmen. So someone may just be some kind of advocate right now, and you think that's unimportant, but this is how you get to know them. And we have a lot of great ones, like Richie Torres, who's one of I believe he's a congressman for New York. Started off with little jobs like that, and he's turned out to be incredible. I think he's either a senator or congressman. I'll have to look it up. Richie Torres, and he's just such a all heart. There's another one, Montel Williams. Not Montel Williams. I'll think of it. There's some really amazing.
A lot of these people, especially the ones that have been in the same position that are voting for re-election, and they're there because, if you want to think dishonest kickbacks and all that, whatever. But they're there because they love their community. They're from that community. They want to work with that community. They grew up there. Yeah, and they feel most effective for that where they're at there. Not everybody has to be president of the United States. Believe me.
And not everybody needs to be. But like someone like and I'm sure in your counties you have them folks, but I just happen to know ours. But he grew up he was in Section 8 housing. His mother was a single mom that raised him. And he and his mom worked his way up, got degrees. It's just like I cry every time I think of his story. And he's just an amazing guy. So there's a lot of really cool people like that. And I'm going to say, I want to put this out there. I love our new governor. I know a lot of people are sad about Cuomo, and I was sad as well. And I feel like more shall be revealed. And we've talked about this, it was a different time, the way, especially these Italian guys. But so I still, Cuomo, I will always be in such debt to him for how great he was of a governor and what he did for the gay community and what he did during COVID. But I got to say, Kathy Hochul, who is his lieutenant governor, is doing an incredible job. She's much more soft-spoken. She's kind of flies under the radar. But I got to say, shout out to her. She is doing amazing work. And every time I listen to the news, she's doing something else that's really amazing. So with vaccines, with just a constant stuff.
I have to quote Liz Cheney, but I think she said something the other day at the one of the libraries that, she told the women to vote. Young girls, get out and vote.
Did? Okay.
Yeah, she said, right now there's a lot of men in charge, and it's not going so well. So, the best way to change it and get out there is run, vote, and be part of it.
You know what? Speaking of, Eugenia Mesa has joined us. Hi, honey.
Hi, Juju's.
Mary
Senator Mesa.
McGinney DeVito has joined us. Who else? Because now I'm looking at both pages. Sometimes
Bobby Kent showed up.
Who, honey?
Bobby Kent.
Oh, Bobby Kent. Hi, Bobby. Bobby Kent's in Tennessee, as is Penny Holcomb. So, that's a little more tricky. The elections are a little more tricky. But, so Judy and I started watching Hacks. Have you watched Hacks yet?
I've not yet.
5 stars. It is so good. It's about a female comedian that's been around forever. And I kind of feel like she's loosely based on Joan Rivers. Loosely based. Just been around forever, came through. And I won't tell you too much about it, except that there's a scene with a guy who just is heckling. And he heckles the other female comedians too. And she straightens him out in the most amazing way. And just thinking about it makes me
really?
Wow. And I think that we really need to look. And I'm not a guy hater at all. I have a trillion guy friends, straight and gay, that I adore. They're my great cousins. My family's amazing. I'm not one of those people that has that kind of stuff going on. But I am someone that does set boundaries if they're crossed. And there's a way to do it that really shuts people up. And the best way to do it is empower yourself. And voting, as far as the country goes right now, look, we have a lot of great guys in office. I'm not saying we don't. But female candidates are going to be your girl. They're going to be the ones that are going to bat for you.
We just got to balance. We got to balance some stuff out. It can't all be testosterone.
And also
We're not all one thing.
No, thank you. We're not. We're all in this together, and we need to stick up for each other. Also, Chris Murphy, he is a senator from, a congressman from Connecticut. He's amazing, and he's been in the news a lot. So keep your eye on Chris Murphy, because I'm predicting I would like Chris Murphy to run for president one day. I think he's such an amazing guy. And so remember that name, Chris Murphy of Connecticut. Okay. We've talked a lot about a lot of different things, and we have so much to tell you about tonight. Jack, if you want to tell, has joined us, and there's going to be more people popping on. But we want to introduce our guest for tonight. I know we've had him on a lot, but he is constantly doing so much that he has so much to tell us about. Are we ready for the hotness that is Chauncey Dandridge?
Oh, I didn't know the screen's going to burn up.
Oh, my God. Chauncey!
What's up?
Hi, honey. Are you home tonight?
Yeah, I'm all full. I just had some of your bolognese over some spinach fettuccine. It was really good.
Jealous.
Oh, my God. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious, John.
I'm going to a food coma, and I said, no, I have to wake up for C. Maria and Leo.
I love that. And that was fresh made. That was,
oh, man.
Before yesterday, Chauncey, I gave it to Chauncey yesterday. He bought some. Chauncey, it's so nice that you don't have to rush behind the scenes to be on our show.
Yeah, no, yeah. The last time I had to be like, I gotta go.
I know. And you're always doing something.
Horrible lighting in the back room, too.
Yeah, it's not so good. But this is nice. You're like nice and comfortable and stuff. So, Chauncey, I had another thing going on for tonight, but then I was like, I want to talk about Chauncey because I'm serious. While we were yapping before the shift, I'm like, oh my God, you're doing so much. Do you want to be on the show? Because I love all these fun things you tell us about. Chauncey, you're like the fun patrol.
The fun patrol.
You are. You're the fun patrol. So there's a lot going on in the city right now that you're involved in. Why don't you start with whichever one you want?
Well, I'm really excited. Well, hi, Leo. Good to see you.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Good.
Leo's good. May I just say Leo's blushing a little bit, Chauncey?
A little bit. I see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, it's amazing. Like, I really don't. Like, I get asked to do these gigs. Like, I'm not like searching for them.
Right.
It's even more exciting that people love what I do that much and they trust me that much that they're like, are you free this day? Are you free this day? Can you do this? Can you do this? So that makes me feel really good because I'm not actually like hunting for things. I'm like, I have this gig coming up, and you're the first person I thought of to be the DJ. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm like, they all left me.
No.
Yeah, so like on August 4th, I got invited to DJ. We're doing a Divas Night at the Museum of New York City in Harlem on 104th Street.
Wow.
It's a monthly party they call Uptown Bounce, and I'll be DJing from, I believe, 6 to 9, and it's free. You just have to register. If you go to Museum of New York City website, they have a really cool exhibit about music in the 80s, too. So, like, you could go see the exhibit, and then you can come to the party. I don't have to...
Wow, and that's a Museum of New York City, August 4th?
Yes. Museum of the City of New York, I'm sorry.
New York. What does that fall on, Chauncey? What night?
That's a Thursday.
Oh, wow, we can come. I got to get my girlfriend, Judy, we're going. Because Susie and I teach until 5:30. What time does the event start?
It's like 6 to 9, so...
Oh, that's it. It's a big dance party?
Yeah, it's an outdoor event.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Really cool. My friend Rebecca connected me with them. And then that next morning, I fly out to Montreal, my second home nowadays, and me and Van Hester, who I have a new single with, we're performing at 2 different places in Montreal because it's their Pride at the first week in August.
Okay.
And it's called Fierte. That's how you say it. We're doing the stud, and we're hoping to get into...
What does Fierte mean, like strength?
That means pride. Yeah. The funny thing, I'll tell you a funny story. My first Montreal Pride was 2018. We had gone, and I was like, oh, I wonder if, is the Montreal Pride Parade going to be all corporatized like the New York City Pride Parade is, and all I see everywhere I go, I see Fierte, 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 and I don't speak French, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I was all disappointed. I was like, this company Fierte is buying up the whole parade, and then I find out later on that means Pride.
Pride. Well, you know what? There you go. You learned something.
Yeah.
I just remember a little bit of French from high school, but and it's close to my cousin Rena, who speaks like an amazing Italian. I speak fluent Italian as well, but she really knows the proper Italian. Rena, type in the word for pride in Italian, because she used to be part of an Italian pride group, which was just, like Italian Heritage Month and stuff. So she'll type it in. But, so Chauncey, when you fly, yeah, that's incredible. So you're doing that on a Thursday, then you're flying out to Montreal. How long is that trip?
Oh, you're actually, I think you're in the air less than you are ascending and descending. It's about an hour and a half plane ride.
Wonderful. And then
north. Montreal is like south Canada.
Wow. So what are you going to do there? You're going to DJ, or are you going to perform with your
at the Stud. I'm going to DJ at the Stud, and then we're doing like a Disco Brother happy hour, we're calling it. And Van has a couple other songs. We're going to do 2 of our songs throughout the night, but I'm going to DJ. And then because we just released Disco Brother.
Wait, I think we have to put Disco Brother now.
Yeah, this is it.
Can be fortunate. We know, and we'll tell you why. Sometimes good things happen when you don't even try. Let's do this. Is what you choose. Ooh, I know, 'cause I chose you. You are not just a brother, and I wouldn't want another. Dancing could save the world. I ain't got inspired as a world. Two loves more, divided more. Two loves more, divided more. Thank you, Disco Brother. Thank you, Disco Brother. Now you just needed a reminder that you can shine brighter. We are the Disco Brothers, and we stick together. We are the Disco Brothers, and we stick together. We are the Disco Brothers, and we stick together. We are the Disco Brothers. Come in your lose, oh, I know what you've gone through. I'm here for you, Disco Brother. Through sunny days and stormy weather. Dancing could save the world. Don't let the bad times leave you, girls. You're meant to soar, that's what's in store. You're meant to soar, that's what's in store. Thank you, Disco Brother. Don't mention it. Thank you, Disco Brother. No problem. We are the Disco Brothers, and we stick together.
Oh my God. No problem. Don't
mention it. We filmed that. I helped produce Urban Bear Weekend, which happens in New York. It happens in September, but they asked us to do a party in Fort Lauderdale, and Van was going to be there anyway, so we filmed it at the Coconut Guest House in Fort Lauderdale. And I showed up. I had like a couple outfits. We rehearsed for the next day for like half an hour, and then he's like, "This is the storyline for the video. We're going to be this, doing this, and this. We both have the same love interest. Like, tell me everything really fast." I was like, "Okay." I put on one caftan, and then I put on the other one. He's like, "Which one do you like better?" I put on the one that's in the music video, and we just had a gay old time. It was really fun.
Oh my! That is such a funny.
It's so weird. Let me tell you, it's so weird to see yourself in a music video, though. It is the weirdest. It is the weirdest feeling ever to see yourself in a music video of a song that you're actually singing. It's the most bizarre. And Gio Spano, he actually films a lot of porn, and he filmed our video, so it was really funny to be filmed by
Thank you, Gio. Thank you for taking a day off from your busy schedule to film with your friends. So
exactly.
And Chauncey, you got some dance moves going on there.
Yeah, we wanted to be like a little silly and campy and all that, blah blah blah.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Rena says, "Sorry, got knocked off for a minute. I think you were asking about the Italian word for pride." Yes.
It's almost the same word.
Yes. Sono fiera, right?
Fiera.
Everything we were part of was fieri. Yes. Thank you.
So in French, it's fierte.
Yeah.
Or I might be saying it wrong. It might be fierte.
Yes, right. And in Spanish, it might be.
I'm pronouncing it like a bit Spanish because I'm more familiar with Spanish. Yeah, so we had a really good time filming that, and then the next day we performed at the street festival, and we did our song 53 Christopher Street, which is about Stonewall, and then we did The Delight. This song wasn't out yet, actually. Disco Brother wasn't out yet. So we did 53 Christopher Street and The Delight. And interesting about The Delight video is that he lives in Canada, and I'm obviously in New York, so we couldn't be together during COVID to film a video. So what we did was he hired somebody that used a bunch of stock footage and took photos that we did during our photo shoot in 2019 and kind of put them into the music video, so it looks like we're actually in the music video. So he did a really good job. So if you look up Chauncey Dandridge, The Delight, DELIGHT, with Van Hester. We met in 2018, and then he came and marched with us in the parade for World Pride. I was DJing on the Stonewall float, and afterward he said, he's been making music for a while, and he's like, we should do a song together. And I was like, well, I write poetry and I write lyrics and stuff. I go, let's do a couple songs together. So we have a 6-song EP coming out. Probably there's 2 more songs left. We already released 4, so there's 2 more songs left that'll probably be out like by the fall or by the end of the year.
And you released them as singles, right? That's what you
Yeah, we did 53 Christmas Street we released on New Year's Eve 2020, and then The Delight came out. We re-released The Delight because it kind of got forgotten during the pandemic.
Yeah, so I'm glad you did, because I remember it because you told me about it. But
we re-released it with the music video, and it did really well. It's actually our best. Like we have over 1 million streams on Spotify and all that. So
1 million streams on Spotify. Do we have that video or so? Okay.
I didn't send a link to that, but if you
can we play a little piece of it?
I
could. Not the video, just the so people know what it sounds like when it's called The Delight. Spell it again.
The Delight, like DELIGHT.
DELIGHT.
I'm not sure if Leo can pull it up on.
Well, we don't have to pull up the video. We can pull up the song a little bit. Maybe at the end. Maybe at the end of our show, we'll finish. We'll close out the show with that. But so, can they listen to Disco Brothers on Spotify as well?
Yes, if you search Chauncey Dandridge on Spotify, all my releases with Van show up.
Okay, so let's spell your last name, Chauncey, so people can.
Every night,
That's us performing at school.
every night I go.
I love because you look so handsome.
Every night I
Choreography and everything.
to the only disco that you give me hope. The only disco that you give me hope.
I have like the only smile on my face though.
Yes.
I was impressed to take it down by the state of the world and the fact that we're really facing extinction. You live for concrete action. I needed something more than intervention. I needed something more than intervention. I needed something more than intervention.
Fantastic. So, you know what I'm hearing a lot, Chauncey? It's kind of almost like an 80s throwback, the sound.
Yeah, there's definitely like a new wave sound. A lot of Van stuff has that feeling to it. It's very like nostalgic, but with a fresh twist to it.
Yes, absolutely.
His producer Eric lives like a little bit like not too far from Montreal, and that's where we go and record. That's where he does all his. I think my Twitter's spelled just too many ANs in there. So my last name is Dandridge, Chauncey CHAUNCEY down here, and DANDRIDGE. You can find me on Spotify. We got all our songs. We have 2 more songs coming out. But the other cool things that I'm doing in August is on August 17th. This was a magical thing that happened. I'll be DJing in Rockefeller Center in the roller skating rink.
Oh my God! What day is that?
That's a Wednesday, August 17th, and it's
what
like
time?
A 6 to 10 roller skating party. You don't have to roller skate either. There's an area where you could just dance and hang out. But if you want to run roller skates,
before I go to the duplex, I work at the duplex at 8:30. I will try to stop by. Well, either way, I'll stop by, even if I don't put on my roller skates.
Yeah.
Chauncey, I'm of a generation. We used to go roller skating every Friday.
I was never good at roller skating, so like whenever we went, I always like just kind of like hung out in the back and kind of like tried it and then would fall.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think a lot of people did that. I wasn't great at it or anything, but I was good enough that I could. Leo, what did you roller skate?
I had a belt tied around pillows, and I learned on a hill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, but just in case you fell?
I fell. In case I fell.
Yeah, I even tried rollerblading, and I couldn't figure out how to stop. I would have to stop by running into a wall. It was terrible.
I think rollerblading is really hard. Roller skating, because I grew up.
There's 4 wheels, right? It's 4 wheels on each side, right?
Yeah. Better balance.
Yeah, I like that. I like it better, the roller skating. And we used to roller skate on the street and play hockey in roller skates when I was a kid. That was a big deal.
And I feel like roller skating is back now. Like rollerblading had its moment. It's 15 minutes and Buffetta. All right, go on.
Yeah.
Everyone's about to roller skate.
Lynn Portis has joined us and she's yelling.
Genius.
Lynn Portis is genius.
Lynn is the best.
Lynn is the best, isn't she?
That song you sang for your birthday, I still think of it.
Do you know? Thank you for saying that, because I was in Boston, by the way, last week, and it was great. I had a wonderful time with my friends. My family and I had a great time, and then my friends and I performed together in New Dawn Productions, and that was such a blast. But everybody was talking about that little video that you posted, Leo, with Lynn, that she was singing that song that she wrote for me on my birthday, and they were cracking up. She completely got it. She's amazing. Also, Lynn Portis and I were going to talk about this. I meant to call you this week. I just got so busy. We have to plan a Boston show. We're going to do a Boston show, me and Lynn. We had a lot of things coming up together.
Oh, that's amazing. That would be so amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really cool.
She's like, stop talking. Stop saying this.
I know. She's very humble. But,
and then the only other thing, if you're a Madonna fan, it's my my annual Madonna worship night. It's very tongue-in-cheek.
You are the biggest Madonna fan that I know.
I hope so. I would hope so. Yeah. I'm a little crazy about her. But yeah, every year I do. It's called Madonna Worship Night. I have we play all Madonna music the whole night. I have like performances by drag queens and singers and stuff like that. And we used to do a little concert beforehand where everybody reinvented Madonna songs, but we're skipping that this year. We're just doing a straight up dance party, 10 o'clock on Saturday, August 20th at Stonewall upstairs. Wow. I'm working on all the talent right now, like booking all the talent, because we switched the date. It was going to be the 13th, but it's the 20th now. Her birthday is the 16th, so it's right after her birthday. And she's releasing a collection of all her. She has 50 number one Billboard dance singles on the chart.
Wow!
So she's the person with the most number ones on any chart, I think. And she's releasing a whole collection of all 50 of her number ones. So that comes out on the 19th.
Wait, she had 50? 50?
Oh, yeah.
50 dance singles, yeah. That went to
all of her early stuff. A lot of her early stuff was mostly dance,
and pretty much every time she releases a song, it on the dance charts it goes to number one. Like almost, it rarely misses. Like she's had about probably like 80 something singles over the years.
What's the number one of those 15 of those? What do you think is the number one as far as Billboard charts go?
I bet
for dance singles.
Probably Vogue. Yeah, Vogue.
I would say that one.
Or
I love Vogue. I love that song.
Holiday is the other one I would think. Holiday
actually didn't go to number one, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's because of the younger generations. They don't understand. That's why.
Wow. Even Everybody, her first single didn't go to number one on the dance charts.
Everybody.
We released You Can Dance.
Chauncey, I know you love a lot of her songs, but what's and I won't even ask you for her favorite, but what is one that when it comes on you automatically get happy?
It's not many. It's not as popular as all the other ones, but it's on the Immaculate Collection. The last song, "Rescue Me."
Rescue me.
That song encapsulates every single thing that I love about Madonna. The spoken word, the growly vocals, the house music. Like it's definitely my favorite Madonna song. But definitely, you know, like I like, you know, I like, you know, all the popular ones. Like I love like Spotlight that came out, like that was like a B-side from You Can Dance. I love like I still love her new stuff too. Like a lot of people say, oh, I like early Madonna or I like 90s Madonna. But there's something I love in everything that she does, so it's pretty cool.
My girlfriend too, she loves Madonna. She's
like, Give It To Me from the Hard Candy, like Give It To Me. That was a really great song, and it didn't really do well, you know. Like everything from Confessions was amazing. American Life, a lot of people hated it, but I love that album. I like when she's a little darker, you know. I like her fun stuff, but I like when she's a little more introspective, you know.
I like her stupid stuff. Do you remember I'm Going Bananas from the Dick Tracy soundtrack? I'm Going Bananas.
That whole album is amazing.
That is an amazing album.
I already revealed to you what my favorite song off that album was.
Off that album?
Yeah, off that album, the Dick Tracy album. Some girls he likes we talk, others they like to tease. Nah.
Thank you.
That was a great album. See, I forgot about that. If you want to watch a great kind of off the cuff movie, Dick Tracy, and Madonna is in it, and she also wrote the music for it.
Yeah, her and Sondheim wrote and got it. That's his Academy Award is for that movie.
Yeah, for Sooner or Later. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And then later on for Evita, You Must Love Me won an Academy Award. She didn't win the Academy Award because she didn't write the songs, but I don't think they would have won if she didn't sing them. You know what I mean?
I don't think she would have gotten Evita had she not been able to work with Sondheim. I think that was a process for her going forward.
It might have been. My favorite Madonna album, and I'm not like crazy about all her stuff. I'm one of those people. My girlfriend loves her. Some of her stuff I'm like, nah, and other stuff I love. But my favorite two albums are Bedtime Stories. I love that album. And Take a Bow. I love Take a Bow. I think it's so
yes, that's a song.
Pretty stuff. Take a Bow is so pretty. And then I love Ray of Light, my favorite Madonna album.
I can see you liking both of those, yeah. I can see those being your favorite. My favorites are Like a Prayer is definitely a standout, the whole album.
Nikki in the end.
Yeah, Erotica was like my coming out album.
Yeah.
It came out in 92 and I was a junior in high school, so I started hanging out in the city and it was playing everywhere. So that album has a special place because it's my... it was a little gritty, it was dirty, and it was very New York, you know?
Right, absolutely.
That was my coming out album. So
see, I feel like I followed her into that because she was, for me in high school in 86, 87, 88, she was our anthem. She was our Lady Gaga for those generations doesn't understand.
Well, Judy too, because she's your age, you know, you guys are all...
But when that came out, that book came out, I was getting into my 20s. At that point, and yeah.
I remember I went and bought the book in Jersey City, Newport Mall, brought it back to meet up with my friend Damien, and we went underneath the bleachers in the football stadium and looked at the book.
Unbelievable.
Like we had to hide it. We couldn't let everyone know that we had it because
for many reasons. Yeah.
And also, you know, I meant you were gay if you were a Madonna fan then.
Oh, absolutely.
So you had to be like secretive about it.
That book in Mapplethorpe.
Oh yeah, Robert Mapplethorpe. Mm-hmm. You know what is so crazy? How many of my straight guy friends growing up loved Queen, the group Queen? Like,
my brother was a huge Queen fan, and then he's like, I don't care that he's gay. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you find out that and
why are you giving me shit?
But amazing. So music is music, and it's wonderful. But you see, it automatically evokes memories. Like you both had specific memories to those albums and songs. So that night is August 20th. It's a Saturday night. Is there a cover to get in, Chance?
It'll probably be about $5.
Okay.
It'll be me and my friend T-Boy.
And you're going to be DJing at the Stonewall Inn upstairs. That is going to be... I work on Saturdays at Brandy's, but let me tell you...
I have my new Madonna t-shirt came in. It looks like...
Oh, my God, let me see.
Let me see.
It looks like a heavy metal shirt.
Wow. That's so cool. That's so
That's like a tattoo right there.
Speaking of T-shirts, I wore my DJ T-shirt for you, Chauncey.
Oh, there you go.
I said, what shirt should I wear tonight? Chauncey's on. I wore my record. Okay, so let's take a minute and do the food section of our show, and then I want to talk a little bit about Restaurant Week. So, I always have to do food on this show. That's my thing. I want to be creative and I want to cook. I've been on the keto because I have a wedding coming up. Summertime is hard. It's hard to be me in summer, so I have to go back on the keto. So, and then don't worry, I won't be on a cover, but it really works. Leo, you tried it a little bit. It's been working.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's, it's really, it helps your body. I feel like it's been processing better.
Yeah. And the great thing about keto, which I love, it's the only reason I can just stick to it, is because you can have foods that you love. Like, for instance, sausage and peppers.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Chauncey, I made a little extra, and I'm going to bring you some on Wednesday.
I'm not there till Thursday.
What? You're not there Wednesday? I won't be able to bring you sausage and peppers. But anyway, now you can have this on the keto because there's no carbs involved here. There's a little bit of carbs with the peppers, but not enough to make a difference. Rena said, I used to roller skate with Marisa at the Ballaroo. That was the name of it in Medford. Oh, my God. I used to go to the Ballaroo, too. Go ahead. Keep eating that. We have to do it. Rena is right. On the count of three, everybody say, go ahead. Keep eating. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Keep eating.
Section of our show. So sausage and peppers, I took spicy sausage because that's what I like. I like the really hot Italian sausage. And I chop it up small because I feel like it gets cooked better that way. And then I add to this, of course, garlic and basil and all that stuff. But I also put this stuff on it that it has a fennel in it, a little bit of coriander, a little lemon zest in it. I can't remember the exact name, but a company called Earth Elements of Earth. And they have really great spices, so I always add that to this. And then I splash, when I'm cooking the onions and the peppers, I put vinegar. I put aceto di Modena, which is a beautiful balsamic vinegar to caramelize the vegetables. And then a splash of red wine at the very end, so it goes psst, and that makes it delicious. That's what I'm eating tonight. That you can have this on keto. Look at it. I can eat this whole plate on keto and not worry. It's not going to screw with me. It's going to help me lose weight because it's the carbs that. Yeah. What am I having for my salad? You know I love my salad.
Oh wow, that looks great.
Isn't that pretty, Chauncey?
The apples.
The apples. Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Red leaf lettuce. These are golden delicious apples, which I think are some of my favorites. And one of my friends asked me for a recipe yesterday because she's like, you make the best salads, and I've been making one of your salads. And she reminded me, and I was using apples in that one. These are baby cucumbers, Persian cucumbers they're called, golden apples, and then celery is in here, and red onion. I love red onion. Now, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to use a honey vinegar. From the New England Olive Oil Company. They make a delicious honey vinegar, and I'm going to use a Tuscan herb olive oil, and they got some blue cheese on there too.
That's what that is. Okay.
So you can have honey. You can have honey on keto.
It's a honey vinegar, and what I do is you can. It's not the end of the world, but the honey vinegar doesn't have as much. It just kind of tastes like it because it's been infused.
And probably the vinegar acid cuts through the sugar.
Yeah, and what I do is I use very little of it because I actually like more oil than vinegar. So I'll just put a little bit of that on, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and it's ready to go. And then for my dessert, I discovered this great company called Factor, Factor. And they make, because sometimes I come home from work and I don't feel like cooking late at night at 4 a.m. and I'm starving. So this company called Keto that Judy turned me on, Factor, and you can choose their meals. You can choose as many meals as you want a week. And I choose like 6 meals, and they're all keto meals, and they ship them to you. It's amazing. And it's not what you think it is. They're actually off the charts delicious. but they also make a keto cheesecake that is so good that you won't know it's not a regular cheesecake, and it's you can have it. So they send you a big pan of that. So keto cheesecake I'm having with pistachios and raspberries. That's what's on. So now, what'd you say, honey?
Raspberries.
Yes, raspberries. Now, it's Restaurant Week this week in New York, so if you're out and about, go and check out Restaurant Week. Just, I think it's restaurantweeknyc.org, or just Google it. So many amazing restaurants are involved. They usually do like a prefix. It's a discount. Everything's discounted. What, Chauncey, do you have? Oh, that's one of our favorite restaurants in the city, Empanada Mama.
I love Empanada Mama.
Oh my God, and it's 24/7. We cannot say enough about Empanada Mama.
There's a place near my old apartment in Astoria called Mama's Empanadas, and they have one with pernil in it, which is
yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
It's so good, and then they have one Viagra. It's like shrimp and lobster, I think.
That's the one I like.
So they must be related.
Yeah, maybe they are related. But the one I love is the same thing. It's got shrimp and all kinds of fish in there. It's just delicious. The cheeseburger one, the Cuban one, I love all of them.
The cheeseburger one. Oh.
And what's our favorite dessert one? The
Bavarian chocolate banana.
Oh my God.
I like the guava. The guava.
My girlfriend likes the guava and cheese.
The eyes roll back, ecstasy, Bavarian chocolate and banana. Way to my heart, Chauncey.
Apricot cheese. Have you heard of that?
No.
There's a really great Turkish grocery store right by the train station, and I go in there and I like test out they had a coffee Gouda. They had like all these different Gouda cheese. Gouda's my favorite. Gouda was my favorite cheese as a kid, and whenever I did well in school, my mom would surprise me with Gouda.
Really?
That's why
you were a Gouda boy.
I was really good in school, so I ate a lot of Gouda. Just whatever. But
so that's it. That's your thing. I will remember to bring you Gouda for your birthday. When is your birthday, Chauncey?
March 22nd.
Okay. Can you show that last picture again, Leo? So
yep.
I want to talk about Orso, Orso, which ironically, Chauncey means bear in Italian.
Yes.
Orso is one of my favorite restaurants in the city. I actually used to work upstairs at Bar Centrale, but Orso and Joe Allen are connected, the same owners. And my friend, Victor Flores, is the executive chef there. And he is amazing, and they always have incredible restaurant weeks. So if you're looking for something fun to do, it's on 46th Street. Beach. Yeah, that's one of their salads. It's like fig. It's just incredible.
Risotto.
And their pizzas are the best pizzas I've ever had in New York. And
where is this located?
It's on 46th Street between 8th and 9th.
Okay.
Joe Allen and Orso are right next to each other. I'm sure you're going to need reservations this week for Restaurant Week, but it's so worth it and so delicious. I cannot say enough. And also because I work there and I've been in the kitchens are spotless. Mm. And there's a lot to be said.
I think I walked past it because I used to work in Hell's Kitchen for a little while.
Yeah.
But the next time you're in town, Leo, we have to go to. Have you been there, Maria Coppelia?
No.
It's a 24-hour.
14th Street, the Cuban place.
Cuban diner, yeah.
That's the name of it.
Leo, the food is incredible. They have octopus sandwiches. They have something called
14th and what?
There's something called mac and chicharron. So it's mac and cheese with fried chicharron inside. It's unbelievable. But everything you get there, we try something new every time. Everything from the carne asada all the way to just something simple. They're all really incredible. The drinks are amazing, and the food's amazing.
And
I like those little spots. Those little not secret, but
you gotta know they're there. Yeah.
Hey, friends out there that are going to Restaurant Week and enjoying the discounted prices that people are offering you to taste their food. Remember that the restaurant is discounting, so they're losing a little money in order for you to taste it. Tip them well. Tip the servers well. Tip the staff well, because they're serving you, and they're serving a lot of people coming in for Restaurant Week who want to enjoy the specials that are provided by all those restaurants in New York.
Right.
So please be a little gracious, be a little giving, and a little patient.
A lot of these things. That doesn't mean your tip has to be half price.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. You're not the only tourist. You're not the only person in New York. There's other people there. So share.
Yeah, and Leo, you managed restaurants for years in New York.
Yep. Years and staff, and those waiters and waitresses and bussers and bartenders are working their butt off to pay their rent, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. So
feed their kids.
Those are our 3 favorite restaurants that we're picking for Restaurant Week, and Banana Mama, Orso, and Chauncey, yours was Copelia, okay. And that is on 14th Street I think it's between 7th and 8th, if I remember
7th and 8th,
correctly. Yeah. So, and I've been there before.
It's the donut pub, right next to the donut place, the donut pub.
Yes.
Oh, donut place. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so sadly, we're at the end of our show. I can't believe it flew by again, as they always fly by. Lynn said, I love my Aries guy, Chauncey. So Lynn is a big horoscope person, and she loves her Aries guy. Chauncey, we are so happy that you could come on and spend this much time with us, because you usually just have to come on and...
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
So, again, Chauncey is doing at the museum. That event is August 7th.
It's August 4th.
Okay.
August 4th is the museum. August 17th is Rockefeller Center. And August 20th is the Madonna Party.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram at DJ Chauncey D, that has all my gigs right there.
DJ Chauncey D. Yes. Okay, Chauncey, thank you for taking the time. I love you to pieces.
Thank you. I love you. I'll see you Monday. And Leo, hopefully we'll see you soon.
All right, Leo, I'd be lost without you. Thank you, everybody. We want to thank Jim Bell from Armed Radio. We want to thank you folks. Come back every week. We're here from 9 to 10. We love and appreciate you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.